Okay, so I am going to try to finish this virtually because I have to be in a meeting over at my desk at my computer. And so I can't teach you and do that. So, Jorge, you were not here on Friday. So you need to turn to page 13 in your packet, your lesson one packet. And Joseph, I can't remember exactly what page we left off on, but it was like the last two or three pages I think we didn't get to, or we were on one of those pages. So you can actually go past all of this stuff that you've already done. You don't have to sit here and listen to the whole video. But Jorge, I am going to start here for you. So the guided practice, the directions were circle the letter or letters that stand for the sound you hear in the middle of the picture name. We did pot, p-a-t, o. We did cup, k-a, p, which is you. And we did six, s-i-x, with I as the middle sound. So this is where we have not done this yet. This word is ham, h-a-m. Circle the middle sound. I'm going to do this first one with you. So I would circle A because A is the middle sound. And I also want you to write, just like we did the first three pictures, I want you to write the picture. This one is H-A-M. All right. This picture is a bed. B-E-D. B-E-D. You should have circled E. And I want you to write B-E-D. Bed. Now this third picture is a bat. B-A-T. A is the middle sound. B-A-T. You should have circled A. And I want you to write B-A-T. B-A-T. Okay, this last row, we are looking at either the short vowel sound or the long vowel sound. And if you remember, when we have a silent E at the end, the vowel says its name. And then if we have two vowels together side by side, the first vowel says its name. So this first picture right here is a frame. Frame. I hear the long A sound in frame. So this is what I should circle. And that is spelled, let me see if I can write this right here. F-R-A-M-E. So you can see right here where this little line is, that's called a hyphen. That is in place of this consonant M. Now this is a picture of a tire. Tire. I hear I, long I sound. So if this is this is I should circle this one. And it is spelled T-I-R-E. Once again, this hyphen is in place of the R. Now this last one, they are feet. Feet. E. I hear the long E sound again. So this one is short E. This one is E. Because I discussed that when you have two vowels together, the first one says its name. In this case, they're the exact same letter, so it says its name. This is spelled F-E-E-T. Okay, page 14. Okay, we're moving on to something new. These are called digraphs. It says two consonants can work together as a team. They can stand for one sound. These are called consonant digraphs. So this word right here, consonant, that means it will never have a vowel in it. Consonant digraphs will always only be consonants. Remember, your vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. The letters can be at the beginning of a word. They can be at the end of a word too. So here are our examples. We have CH, which says the ch sound, like in the word chin, ch, ch. PH, this is a tricky one. PH says f, like the letter F. And in this case, graph, like what you use in math class when you have to plot a line, you have to put it on graph paper. Now, GH also says f. So I'm putting the letter F above it so that it reminds me that that's the sound it makes when you put it together. In this case, this word is cough, like, like when you're sick, cough. This fourth one, CK, it just sounds like the k sound, as if it were a K by itself. K. And in this word is duck, which is this right here. Duck. Now at the bottom, we have SH, which is shh. So pretend you were telling somebody to be quiet. Shh. That's the sound SH makes. And the word it used as our example is fish, right there. Fish. This next one is a TH. This sound is th, th. Notice that my tongue goes between my teeth when I say this. Th. Sometimes this can be difficult for Spanish speakers. The word that it gives us as our example is thumb, like your thumb, okay? And also I want to point out that this B right here is a silent B. You do not hear that, thumb. Next one is WH. This kind of just sounds like the letter H, excuse me, this sounds like the letter W, w, w. And our example right here is a wheel, like on a car or a bicycle. You have a wheel that spins. The last one is NG. This sound is ng, ng. And our example right here is ring. So like this right here, my ring, or if somebody calls you and it rings, the telephone rings. Now we also have something called blends. So where two letters together for digraphs, they make a whole new sound. Blends are when two consonants work together to make two sounds. These are called consonant blends. So once again, there will be no vowels in this. The letters can be at the beginning of the word. They can also be at the end of the word. Turn the page. Okay, so this first set of examples are consonant blends with the letter L. So we have BL, bull, and here's our example, blue, the color blue. We have CL, cl, for clown. FL, full, for fly. GL, gl, for glue. PL, pull, for plane. And SL, sl, for sled. And you can watch this as many times as you need to listen to that again in case I'm going too fast or you forgot. Because now we have consonant blends with R, such as BR, brr, brown, CR, crib, PR, prize, FR, frog, GR, grapes, TR, tree. And I believe our last set is consonant blends with the letter S. First example is SK, skunk, SM, smile, SN, snow, SP, sp, spoon. ST, st, stamp. SW, sweater. Oh, we do have one other example. So consonant blends are usually at the beginning with all the ones that we just talked about, but you also have some that can be at the end of the word, such as nt, nt for plant. SK, which we saw skunk a second ago, was at the beginning. Now it's at the end for mask. And then ST also was at the beginning of stamp. Now it is at the end for nest. So here's our guided practice. Circle the letters that stand for the sound of the consonant blend you hear at the beginning of each picture name. So this first picture, it is sleep, sl, sl. You should choose SL. And that is spelled, please write this, SLEEP, sleep. The second picture right here, this is a crown, crown. You should choose CR. That is spelled CROWN. The third picture is a flag, flag. Fl is FL, FLAG. Now we have a snake, snake. That is a SN, SN, SNAKE. And this last one, these are skates, skates, SKATES. All right. Now, remember how I talked about in the first consonant digraphs that there would never be a vowel? Well, now we do have vowel digraphs. So it says two vowels together can make one sound. They are called vowel digraphs. Usually the sound is the long vowel sound of the first letter. Okay, so I did reference this earlier, and I believe, Jorge, you probably haven't heard that before unless somebody in a previous school has taught you that. So I apologize, I got ahead of myself. So we have multiple examples. The first column right here, you have AI and AY. Both of these make the long A sound, A. So this example is pain, and this example is pay. Pain, like you hurt yourself and you are in pain, and pay, like you bought something with money. You had to pay with money. This second column, you have EA and EE. Both of them sound like the long E sound. Okay? This word is treat, like maybe you earned a treat or you gave your dog a treat. And then this one is beep, like you honk your horn in the car, beep. Now, this word right here in this vowel digraph, you have IE. Because the I comes before the E, you're actually going to make the long I sound. And the example word is pie, like the dessert, you eat pie. Now, we have this one and this one, the OA and the OE. Both of them make the long O sound. This example, boat, and this example, toe. So notice all of them. The very first, let's see if I can, here we go. The very first, it's not letting me do it. Hold on. Oh, wait, highlighter, freehand highlighter. That's what I was looking for. The very first letter, A, A, A. A. E, 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 E. I, I. O, O. Okay? So the very first letter says its name. So now here we have our guided practice. So we're going to practice what we just learned. The directions say each word to yourself. The underlined part of the first word stands for a sound. Put an X next to the word that has the same sound. So in this case, actually I kind of like the highlighter. In this case, we have EE, which if I go back up here, I remember that EE says the E sound. Okay? So now I'm looking for a word over here that makes the long E sound. So the first one we have meat, meat, bear, bear, fell, fell, egg, egg. And down here we do have a hint. It says say the word for the picture. The two vowels make the long E sound. Okay? So if you weren't really sure, because I wasn't doing this with you, you could look at this and it does tell you the same thing. What you should have chosen was meat because EA says the E sound. The next one, we have soap. Soap. Soap says the long O sound. So now I come over here. Across, stood, sand, coat. So here I hear across. That's the short O sound. This one, stood, O. Those aren't the same. This one, sand. It doesn't even have an O in it. So no, it's wrong. And then this one, coat, O. This, because we have our OA making it say O. And actually, they're the exact same vowel digraph, so that should have been a big clue. The very last one is nail. Nail. So right here in the middle, we have the long A sound. Now, I will go ahead and tell you, I think that this workbook made a mistake because there's actually two correct answers for this one. You have nose, no, that's a long O sound. I'm looking for a long A sound. Cheer, cheer, no, because that's a long E sound. Pale, pale. Well, look at that. It has the exact same AI as nail does. And it does also make the long A sound. Now, this one I told you that we have two that say the long A sound. This last one is name. A, E. That silent E makes the A say its name. Therefore, it also says long A sound. Okay, this is the very end. Now we have independent practice. It says to write the letter or letters that stand for the sounds you hear at the beginning of the picture name. So, number one, this word is check. Check. So what digraph says ch, ch? You should have written CH. And I want you to write the word check. 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 Number two, This is a clock. Clock. What blend do you hear in clock? You should have written, whoa, sorry, try that again. You should have written C-L. The word is C-L-O-C-K, clock. Okay, number 3. This is not a blend or a digraph. Map. What consonant, what letter do you hear as the first sound? Map. M-A-P. M-A-P. You should have written M. The word is M-A-P. Number 4, shoes. What digraph do you hear? Shoes. Shh. Remember? Shh. What makes that? You should have written S-H. The word is S-H-O-E-S. Shoes. Number 5. Just the first letter. Tiger. Tiger. T. What letter says T? You should have written T. Spell the word T-I-G-E-R. Tiger. Okay, the bottom part of this says write the letter or letters that stand for the sounds you hear at the end of the picture name. So number 6 is sing. I'm looking for 2-letter blend. Sing. Ng. N-G. S-I-N-G. Number 7, brush. Shh. Shh. Brush. S-H-B-R-U-S-H. Number 8, 6. What letter says X? 1 letter. X, like the sound a cat makes. X. S-I-X. Number 9, the last letter you hear in pool, L, pool, L, L. The word is P-O-O-L. And number 10, we're going to pretend like this is only one book because I don't want you to do the plural of it. So I'm going to say book. What is the last letter you hear in book? K, k. You should write K. The word is B-O-O-K. Okay. Now we are talking about short vowel versus long vowel sounds. I want to remind you that when a vowel is in the like this one, it's in the center of 2 consonants, it's a short sound. And then when it is at like this one, where it has a silent E, the E makes the I say its name, I. Okay, so number 11, this is a kite. Kite. I hear the long I sound. This word is kit. This is kite. That is the correct answer. Number 12, tub. Tub. Well, this one, short sound. This one is the long sound. So I should circle that one. Tub. The second word is tube. 13, fire. Fire. I hear the long I sound. This is fur. This is fire. 14, we have a rake. Rake. I hear the long I sound, or the long A sound. Ache, rake. Well, this says rack, and this one, because of the silent E, says rake. Okay, I believe these are our last 4. It says write the word for the picture name. Number 15 is a bag. B-A-G. B-A-G. Number 16 is a dog. D-A-G. D-A-G. Number 17 is a pen. P-E-N. P-E-N. And 18. We're looking at the fin. F-I-N. F-I-N. Fin. Okay, this is the end. I need you to make sure your name is on this packet and go turn it into the second period tray.